Imagine you went to buy tomato from a roadside vendor. He takes out a weighing scale, placed 1 kg weight on one side, and started adding tomato to the other until the scale balances. And once it balances, there you go, your 1 kg tomato. But have you ever stopped and wondered what exactly is the 1 kilogram? Who decide this is 1 kilogram? I'm not asking about the grams and all, but what define this 1 kg? To answer this, we have to take a journey to thousands of years into the past. A journey involving seeds, kings, and a metal scale. Thousands of years ago, there was a time when none of this existed. No kilogram, no measuring unit, nothing. But then, how do people buy this? At first, it was easy. They just do the barter system, exchange one for the other. But as civilization grew, trade became more complicated, and suddenly we face a problem that we need to measure them. But there was nothing to measure with. So people came up with some surprisingly creative ideas to weigh something tiny but valuable, such as gold, gemstone, or rare spices. Merchant found an unusual solution, that is caleb seeds. So speciality of the seeds are most of them are remarkably similar in weight. So if you weigh gold against this caleb seeds, now you have a measurement. And surprisingly, it worked. And it worked so well such that in today the diamonds and golds are measured in carats, a word derived from carats. But still there was problem. Seed aren't perfect, some are heavy, some are light. And once again, humanity went looking for a better answer. And this time they used themselves. For centuries, we use human body as the measuring tool. For example, in Egypt, there is a unit called cubit. A cubit is the distance from your elbow to the tip of your middle finger. In part of medieval Europe, measuring unit was a foot, and the official foot was based on the king's foot length, which sound reasonable, but until a king changes. Once a new king take the throne, a new foot become the standard, which is kind of a weird, but not as weird as what happened in ancient Babylon. There, merchant used an unit for mass called badman. So for centuries, people across the Middle East traded goods using badman. So as time passed, the kingdom became empires. Measurement became a serious business. Trade depends on it, taxes depends on it, even wars depend on it. So rulers created official standards for weights and lengths. And for a while it worked, but inside their own boundaries. The moment the merchant goes to another kingdom, everything changes. Different standard, different unit, different definition. The world was becoming connected, but measurement wasn't. Something bigger was needed. And eventually, scientists stepped in. In the late 17th century, France was going through an enormous change. Old tradition were questioned, old system were falling apart. And a group of scientists asked a simple question. Why should measurement belongs to a king? Why should it change with boundaries? Why not create a system for everyone based on one logic, mathematics? This idea become the metric system, the meter, the liter, the kilogram. Simple, consistent, universal. And this system spread across the world. So let's come back to our roadside vendor, that balance scale, that 1 kg, a completely ordinary woman. Yet, hidden inside that moment is a story of thousands of years ago. Thank you.